is Brendan Buckley and Penn Godfrey here. We just wanted to kind of share with you some of the drills and some of the techniques that we're showing on bottom right now at the training centers, and thought it might just be a helpful tip for you as your seasons are rapidly approaching. So feel free to reach out. Feel free to reach out to Penn or I if you have any questions, or if you want to set up a visit. We're happy to do that. But I'm just going to show a few things on bottom that I've been showing, and then hand it over to Penn about what he's been showing. So when I'm on bottom, first thing I'm doing, I'm making sure that I don't have a lot of pressure, a lot of weight on my hands, and so I can bring my hands up. And then the next thing I'm doing is I'm focusing on using my elbow to take away his power from his chop, as well as the ability to get inside. So I'll show you. So again, I'm back on my heels, arching my back, and I make sure my hands can come up. So Penn gets on, and the first thing I'm doing is I'm focused on this hand. And the reason being is he can certainly chop, and he can still chop me from here. But more importantly to me, my opinion, is this ability to get inside. Once he starts getting inside, now he can get wrist, and now I'm in trouble. So he's on that elbow, and you can see how I started to knee slide, and that's because I'm going to turn into him here. And I'm getting to this position right here. And I'm trying my best to be really disciplined about this elbow staying inside. Okay, because I can do my part in terms of getting here, and then I get here, and now I'm kind of, I'm maybe in a slightly better position when I was on my base, and now I'm going to need to adapt and cross wrist. So the best I can, I keep my elbow here. Okay, my head's up, and I'm just sitting on my heel. I'm not like this. Okay, so I'm sitting on my heel, and this is a comfortable position where I can wrestle from here. So he might drive forward. I'm just going to knee slide. I'm always trying to meet his pressure. He brings me to my right, and I adjust. He brings me to my left, and I adjust. Right? I like now transitioning into sit out here, which we can get into in a second. But he brings me to my left. I just go and do a sit out. So back to this position. My head's up. I'm meeting the pressure. If we're both pushing into each other, we're going to drive each other to our feet. So I don't want to be leaning forward. I don't want to be off to the side. My back is straight, my head's up, and I'm pushing back. So now when he drives forward, I knee slide, and now I'm going to take a step. He drives again, I just take a step. And this is the side. I want this hand on the leg that's extended, because I'm going to start fighting hands here. Right? Whereas if I'm here, and again, you can still get out from this position, but I don't like this because I feel like he can re-drop, right? He can cross wrist. So again, I'm here. This is helpful when he's trying to drive me out of bounds. I've got this leg here. If I'm 2 feet and he drives me out, right, I'm gonna step out of bounds, I gotta start all over again. So I'm here. And now I go cross wrist. Don't grab this hand first, okay? Because if he does get this hand in here, right, now he can get a 2-on-1. So cross wrist. Drives, slide, and then just a quick adjustment to a sit out here, right? So he's still got this hand inside. He's probably going to go to an underhook, and now he's going to maybe try and just bring me to my butt. That's fine. I just get right here. I've still got him beat inside here. So make sure your wrestler's hand isn't going out, and keep it here. Right, so a couple things. The natural thing for this guy to do is to chop. Okay, I go to my forearm, I can catch this wrist, and then up to my head. And now I can wrestle from here. Chances are he's going to try and run this way. And again, he tries to chop. Some people go shoulder, you can do that too. I like going into my hip high, so if I feel him chopping, I get that hand out a little bit just to adjust. As he drives into me, my hips come up, and now I'm not worried about this. I'm gonna punch this arm on this side, this leg extends. A couple drills you can do. All right, so I get my wrestler, I hold his head. So I'm just gonna hold them right here. Tell your wrestlers so they don't drop them, right? And we'll say, okay, we're gonna count down to 3. Get your legs out a little bit. And now I'm gonna walk back. Don't do anything yet. Now I'm gonna be like, okay, everybody, I'm gonna drop. 3, 2, 1. We get used to the guy's hips because you don't want to just fall on your back. I always think about like what a cat would do. A cat always lands on his hands and his feet, right? You want to get your wrestlers used to their hands coming up. So if they get into a flurry, right, I go and do a hip hoist, and I don't get my hands up, he's gonna stay on top. Now I get my hands are up and I'm always facing this guy, so I can get back to my feet. You can do it from the wall too. Right? And the hardest thing with the hip hoist is getting your butt and your hips into the picture. I got no power here when my butt's sagging. So if I go into a sit out and try and hip hoist with only about 1 inch off the mat, it's not gonna work. I gotta get here. It's really uncomfortable, but this is how you get power and like a snap in your hips. Now I cut. And I can go the other way too. Hand to the back. So depend on me. Again, this hand is here. I can cut this like extends. He's on this side, right? And I still like, bring your head over here, right? I clear that hand. This leg goes away. Hope that helps.